Welcome back, and if this is your first time watching, my name's Brandon, and I sell men's clothing on eBay. This is day 90 of the What Sold series, where I show you my daily eBay sales. And at the end of the video, we'll go over my net profit for the day. Let's not waste any time, let's jump right into the sales. The first sale of the day is this Linksole golf polo in a men's XL. It was embroidered with this Broken Tea Society on the sleeve, and I noticed that there are multiple from this brand that have that embroidered on them, and it looks like it did add some value. So this sold in 28 days for a best offer of $17 plus shipping. Usually these Linksole polo shirts take longer to sell and sell for less than that. So like I said, that embroidery did actually add some value. Sale number 2 is this proper cloth dress shirt in a men's large. This one sold in 7 days for a best offer of $16 plus shipping. I'm just starting to experiment with this brand, and it seems like it's decent, and the sell-through rate has been good because I have been willing to let them go for cheap. I'm wondering if I could get closer to $20, maybe even more than $20 for some of them if I hold out. So I might do some more experimenting if I find more of this brand in the future. So number 3 was this Greg Norman golf polo in a men's XL. This one took about 7 months to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $10 plus shipping. So number 4 was this Rolling Stones t-shirt in a adult medium. This took about a year and a half to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $8 plus shipping. There were quite a few very bad sales. I think there was actually only like 2 or 3 good sales for the day, and the rest of them, like the other 10 or 11 sales, were all really bad. So this might just be a video of what not to buy, but I'm here to show you guys all my sales, so that's what I'm going to do. So number 5 is this Ralph Lauren button-down shirt in a good size men's 3XB. This took 4 months to sell and sold for a best offer of $17 plus shipping. I'm usually expecting these bigger Ralph Lauren button downs to actually sell for like $25 and even a little bit quicker than that, a little bit quicker than 4 months. So I'm kind of surprised, even being this huge size 3XB, it took 4 months and only sold for $17, but sometimes that's just how it goes. I'll have to recheck the sell-through rate and the prices on these big sizes next time I find one at the thrift. Sale number 6 was this 511 tactical shirt in a men's 3XL. This sold in 18 days for a best offer of $15 plus shipping. That is a little bit less than I'd like. I was probably having a bad sales day, so I went ahead and accepted some offers. That's usually what happens. If my sales are going really, really bad one day, I'll start accepting more offers even if they're lower than I want, because what I've noticed usually is that sales lead to more sales. So the more offers that I accept, then the more sales that eBay sends my way. Not sure if that's what really happens, but that's what I've noticed in my experience. So number 7 was this Abercrombie & Fitch sweater. It was a cashmere blend, probably only had a little bit of cashmere, but I'll still call it a cashmere blend if there's any in there. This took over a year to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $13 plus shipping. So not everything cashmere sells that great. So number 8, this is the nicest sale of the day, and a really nice thing to happen when I'm having so many low-end sales. This Wrangler Western shirt with this amazing print on it. It's not even a pearl snap. This is just a button-up, but the print on this is absolutely insane. It took 76 days to sell, and it sold for full price, $60 plus shipping. So number 9, the other nice sale of the day, was this Brooks & Dunn Western shirt in like a men's size large, 16.5. And it took 22 days to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $40 plus shipping. The best Brooks & Dunn Western shirts are the ones with the flames and the ones with the lightning. But any Brooks & Dunn Western shirt that has a good print on it is going to sell really well. So number 10 was this standard James Persay polo in a men's size 3. This sold in 70 days for a best offer of $18 plus shipping, and that was with a little spot on it. This brand is okay for me. I usually pick up most of the stuff. I'm pretty sure that it has a high retail price, but it's one of those brands that doesn't resell for a ton. But as long as I price it accurately, it does seem to sell relatively quickly. Sale number 11, I think this was the lowest sale of the day, and it was this WWE wrestling shirt in a youth size large. And it took about 2 years to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $4 plus shipping. This item, and I think the last sale of the day, Also, they both were on auction when I auctioned off my 22 oldest items, and they both didn't sell via auction, but I relisted them just at the $5 price, and they both sold within a week or two of relisting them. Sale number 12 was this Hurley board shorts in a men's 36. Still selling board shorts even in the middle of winter, but these took a year and a half to sell, and they sold for the full sale price of $11 plus shipping. Honestly, in the middle of winter for just a basic pair of Hurley board shorts, $11 is a pretty strong sale. Sale number 13 was this Rain Spooner Hawaiian shirt in a men's size small. It was from 2017 for the 4th of July, and it took about a year to sell, and it sold for a best offer of $20 plus shipping. Size small is not very common with the Rain Spooners, but it's also not very desirable. So most of the size smalls are going to sell for significantly less than an XL or a 2XL. These 4th of July Rain Spooners can do really well, especially, as you guessed it, closer to 4th of July. But we still have, over 6 months till 4th of July. So I'm happy to just let this one go, even though it's for less than I probably could if I held out 7 more months. But it's okay. I'm going to get a lot more Rain Spooners between now and July. Sale number 14 in the final sale of the day. This was the other one that I said I put on auction starting at $4.95, and it got no bids, didn't sell, got relisted, ended up selling as a buy it now or as a best offer about a week or two later. But I've had this item for almost 4 years, and it sold for a best offer of $5 plus shipping. It's just this Under Armour Los Angeles Lakers t-shirt. It was new with tags. I actually bought this like I said, about 4 years ago, and retail arbitrage from, I think it was Ross. And I can't remember what I paid for them, but I doubt it was any less than $5. So I'm definitely losing money on this at best case scenario. Best case scenario, I'm probably losing $1 or $2. Worst case scenario, I could have paid as high as $10. I doubt it, but who knows? And I also had to hold on to it for 4 years. So be careful when you're out there, especially buying retail arbitrage. You got to know what you're doing. That's it for the sales. Let's go ahead and jump to those numbers. I don't think that I'm big enough yet to have many haters, but if I do have any out there, they're really going to enjoy this part of it, because this was a very bad day. I already knew it based on the sales, but even looking at the numbers, it's even worse than I expected. But I was getting a little worried that I might have actually lost money today, but I didn't, so it could have been worse. Anyways, on November 29th, we sold 14 items for $357.46, giving us an average sale price of $25.53. I think my average sale price for all of last month was just below $35, so this is almost $10 less than my average for the whole month. But sometimes that's how it goes. Every day can't be your best day, and you just got to deal with that. Luckily, we're not in business for just one day. I don't even look at my numbers for just one day usually, except if I'm making the videos, because it doesn't matter what happens in one day. It matters what happens over the course of the months, the years, maybe even the decades if you want to look at it that far out. So let's jump into the rest of the numbers though. As you guys know, the selling costs and net sales are always inaccurate. Luckily, I have the actual ones right here. So the selling costs were $124.82. So, a lot of people complain about their eBay fees and selling costs, but this is going to be probably my lowest day of selling costs for the month. And it's also the day that I am least happy with, because I'm going to make the least amount of money. If I'm paying eBay a lot of money, if I'm paying a lot of money in shipping labels and promoted listing fees, that means that I'm also probably making a lot of money. So I'm happy to pay all those extra fees and whatever it may be in order to make me money. I'm happy to do that. But the breakdown for the selling costs were $45.26 in eBay final value fees, $73.29 in shipping labels, and only $6.27 in promoted listing fees. Just 4 of the 14 sales came via promoted listings. And I honestly wish that I would have got more promoted listing sales and paid them even more fees. That way I would have made some more money today, but that's what it was for today. So if we take away the selling costs and the taxes and fees collected by eBay away from the gross sales amount, that's going to give us our net sales for the day of $215.87. We still need to take away our cost of goods for the day, unfortunately, and we're currently using an average cost of goods of $11.73. No, I mean, some of those older items I probably bought for less than that, maybe even $1, $2. I might have even got some of them as throw-ins, but we do use averages over here. So even when I sell items that I paid $50 for, I'm still using just an average of $11.73. That's just the way that I keep track of my cost of goods. I don't keep track of every item individually because that would just require too much of my time now, and it's just not worth the time to get the exact number. Anyways, like I said, the average cost of goods, $11.73. So for 14 items, that's $164.22. If we take that away from the net sales, that's going to give us our net profit for the day of $51.65. Like I said, I'm just happy that I didn't lose money today. It was a bad day, bad sales, a low amount of sales, low average sale price, just a bad combo. But we still have tomorrow, but I already know how tomorrow is, and I don't think it's that much better. But we have the day after that, and I think that's when it starts to get better. So stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 91 of the What Sold series, and I think that'll complete a full 3 months of the What Sold series. I'm actually a little bit proud of that. So hopefully that video still comes out tomorrow, and we make it a full 3 months. And if so, I hope to see you guys there. Peace.